So, today is all about making big numbers.
That's quite big.
Literally, we place an extractor on this one over here, and then if we run a belt to this little central thing here, then the numbers start to be delivered and count up like so. And once we collect enough of them, then we have to deliver the next number, and we can start to add them together. Because we don't have access to this 2 up here, so we place down an adder like here, and then run a second belt to this entry point here, and then when those 2 get put together, they make a 2. We can speed this up though by placing down another adder and then running that to the thing. And the 1 numbers are starting to be a little backed up here. So let's just place down a 3rd by splitting this track over here and then from there to there. And soon enough we have all the 2s that we need, so now it's 3s. But also if we keep delivering 1s and 2s, then we start to upgrade our things. So we'll get some conveyors in that are bringing in some 1s like normal. And then we can probably retrofit over here to start delivering some 3s. So let's nuke these conveyors here. And then from the 2 track, let's split that off to bring it to here, and then the 1 to here. And then once those get filtered through of all the ones that they used to have, then we start to get some 3s delivered. Beautiful. And we'll do the same thing up here. So the 2s get added there, and then the 1s get delivered here instead of up here. And to speed this up, we can stop the delivery of 2s to the system. And we're already halfway to upgrading our belt speed. But now we have enough 3s, and we can put extractors on level 2 now. And we could probably zoom out because there's a few more extraction points that we can use that we don't even have access to yet. And they just get bigger as we get further out. I don't know if we're gonna see those, but we'll work with what we have. So we can get some extractors on these other 1 spots, and then the 2s over here, and the 1s over there. Okay, so we have a few extractors to work with, and we need to start making some 5s. So let's use these 2 extractors up here. Getting the 2s added together there, and then that'll make 4. And then this will run over here to make 5. And all these down here, we can get rid of the adders. So all it is number delivery. Straight from the source, because we still need about 31s there, and this 1 production line is very backed up right now. Ooh, but hey, we got an upgrade. So now the belts have more speed, a little bit more speed. Okay, but to upgrade again, we need some 11s in here, and a whole lot more 1s. Well, let's also get some 2 deliveries going, because we need plenty more of those. And this system right here is really good for delivering the 3s, which we are gonna need to increase the speed of the adder blocks that we can put down. And now we have enough 5s. So now we can put down some bridges. And we do need some 10s now, so let's back up this adder here to be a little bit higher up. And then this circle around like that. So we get some 5s coming out there, and then we'll put them into another adder there. Hey, another upgrade. Extractor level increase. I like it. Oh, that needs 16s now. Okay, but we have 1 5 going into there. And then I think what we can just do is have 2 belts running from the 5 to split, and that makes a 10. Also, just look at how these numbers line up as the 2s are being delivered there. That is beautiful, at least half of the time. But since we need 50 10s, we're gonna need a lot better production than this. So let's have these 2 extractors meet in the middle and then go up. So they meet at the adder like so, and then that goes to here to go into another adder, and then there'll be another 10 going up. But these numbers have some serious backing up problems. So I think what we can do is just copy this arrangement here, and then it can go up like this, because we can have bridges now. So we will siphon off these 2 conveyors here to go into here, and then up like so. Or just, you know, meet on a different point of the track here, because they are kind of spaced out enough. And then we also siphon off the 1 track. So now we have even more 10s production. Beautiful. Ooh, and once we're done here, we'll get extraction level 3. Ooh, and once we're done here, we can extract from the 3 spots, which are, those are 5s, 4s, there's a 3. There's a 3 down there. These will be really good for getting the 3 upgrade a lot sooner. And then we can retrofit this one to make the 11s that we need for this upgrade, because we have enough 1s here. And now all the 10s are delivered. So now we need 18. That's quite a jump. But let's do as we said, and then retrofit this system to, rather than delivering 10s, this just comes over here to be added to the 1s. We'll just let that go on its own for a while. And then the 3 extraction points will be brought all the way up here into the collection point. This is a lot of 3s moving at once. Ooh, and if if we get all of the 18s that we need, we already get to extraction 4. But then we still need the best way to get to 18, only by using addition. So let's see, there's more 3s up here, so let's use them right now for this. And then adding them together, it goes 3, and then to get this together, we have 2 3s to make 6. Add a 3, that's 9 in both spots. Ooh, upgrade. Hey, that's enough 3s. Wow, that's a lot of 3s being collected right there. So the adders get more speed to them. Only a little bit more. And that wants 14s. Why they want such weird numbers? All right, but over here we have 6 and then 9. And then we add those together to make 18. So now we just gotta run the belts from here to all the spots. And so the 2 9s going together will make 18. And we just slam that down into the, oh, it was off by 1 square, but it'll go back to there. But it needs 100, so we'll need a lot quicker production than this. I do like this setup though, so let's just copy this whole thing, because I think these 3s down here are kind of in the same position. Not exactly, but here we can have the whole bridging thing that we had before, like so. And then whoop, we gotta make sure the belts are running the correct way. So now we are doubly using these extractor points to go right to this belt, which this is already pretty spaced out for our whole conveyor system. Also, what's slowing down here? The whole process of making numbers to equal 10, or 11 rather. But if we use our 9 setup that we had before, just part of it, then we could do 9 plus 2. So we start that up here, and then that becomes 9, and then we bring it to 2 right here, and then that will be 11. So that should be a lot better than this whole addition system we have down here. I really wish we had more functions, but it should help once we're done with this level, and then we can get extraction 4 set up. Oh, because the next number is 24.
24.
But where are the 4s? There's one up here. So I'll just mark that with this. There's some more 2s down here. Oh, and there's 2 4s right next to each other here. That's really good. Well, let's see. The difference between 18 and 24 is 6. So if we just use this 2 that's over here, then we can add the 4 and the 2 to make 6. And then we set up an adder on this belt, so that should make 24. Once all the numbers reach. Thankfully, we can just split the tracks here to speed this up. So now it's so far that the 18s are all backed up, but there's 24s that are going. Beautiful. We can also honestly just split the 18 track. These numbers seem so big just a little bit ago. So now this is moving the numbers on a little bit of a better pace, but it still looks like they're backed up. But let's just copy this arrangement here because it's a really good arrangement, I think. Okay, so now we solved the clogging issue of the 18s, and we are well on our way to completing this. Oh, and that adds a multiplier. Good, that's what I need right now. And we're just over halfway to the amount of 11s that we need. So let's try to speed that up using the system over here, because there's a lot of unused numbers here. So if we do 4 and 8, or I mean 4 and 4 to become 8, and then 2 is 10, then it just needs a 1 to become 11. There we go, just a few more 24s to come in. And there it is, yes, the multiplier. Oh, good. Okay, so we need 33, so that's literally just 11 times 3, which we do have in place over here, sort of. If we just redecorate this belt to be in line with this, and then 33 just scooches on into the collection point, easy. Which does cut away a little bit of our 11 production, but I think we'll be good there. And we can actually start collecting the 16s, because we just find a 4 point, I guess over here. Or you know what, there is still a lot of unused ones over here, so we just do 4 times 4 is 16. And we'll just bridge this across here, just because. So now we have the first 16 that we need out of 1,000, oh boy. And also up here, we can do 4 plus 3 to make 7, and then 7 times 2 to make 14. And we'll just connect that to the 16 delivery belt because there's enough space there. Ooh, hey, there's all the 11s that we need, so the belts get even better speed. And now it wants 85s? Why? Okay, at least we have enough 1s to work with because I just kept that going. And I think right now we still only have 1 delivery belt for 33. So let's get that going here. Just changing up this belt here, and then we split the 11 to go here. And we can also simplify the 9s production here by just doing 3 times 3. And then also to increase the speed of the multiplier, we need 15s. And there is a whole lot of operations happening around the collection point. I might need to start spreading this out. So I just have like a major highway collecting belt, which actually that could be this, because this lane is still for collecting. And so can this one be. And we'll just close off this, because we do have plenty of 2s and still not nearly enough 16s. And we also don't need 10s anymore, so we can nuke this line here, and then that whole row of 1s. So let's get a multiplier coming from here, because 4 times 4 for more 16s. And then here, we'll just do that here as well. Okay, now let's try working on making 15 here, which we could probably just do out here. So we have 3 and 2 here that can be added to make 5, and then we can pull in another 3 to make 5 times 3 to go straight into the collecting belt here. So there's a line of 15, and then we will copy this to be here, I suppose. So that should be a good system there. It is gonna take them a while to reach the collecting point, but at least they're on track. And then I do have some... What was I doing for 14? 7 times 2 up there. We can also do that down here, which means we need a big collecting highway here. 3 plus 4, 7 times 2, profit. So we have 200 out of the 333s that we need so far. And here, we should probably use this 4 down here to set up some more 16 tracks. And I'm thinking we could just split off from this one because there's plenty of 4s coming down here. So much so that this production line is getting backed up. So we will copy this exact arrangement here to go directly above it, times 2. Yeah, we can do that. There we go. That's a lot more 16s going out there. And the 14s are still struggling because that's a really weird number. And then 85. How would you make 85? I'm trying to think of the least amount of operations we need to do to get there, because these take up a lot of real estate.
Free real estate.
And that might be easier once we have access to extraction 5 here. So at least there's plenty of 5s around the thing, pretty close to it, that we can use. And here, I'll set up another 14 track up here because this isn't a 2, but it is 2 1s that we can make it to. So we just connect all of these tracks like so. It's not the cleanest system, but it does what I wanted to. And I have doubled the amount of ones that I need. Wow. And my goodness, these tracks are really backed up here, even after splitting them. So let's try duplicating all this again to probably go kitty corner up here. Now, the way the tracks are going, I have to go down here. I'll just slap it right here and then get things going up like that. Hey, we got it. So now we need 42. And wow, the next thing is already extraction 6. But now we have the extraction 5, so we can really simplify the 10 operation line things. Okay, but what was I doing up here? I was making more 15s. So what do we got so far? We have 5s being made, and then we'll split this up here to become more 15s to go down here. And then this one was being a little weird, but that's easily fixed. So now there's more 15s going out here. So we have 4 15s going down the track at once. I like it. All right, but now we need 42s, which once we get this figured out, it'd be really easy to make 85. So we take 5 here, times it to 2. Ooh, there's actually 2 of them right next to each other. So yeah, 5 times 2 is 10, and then we bring in a 4, and then we just add 2. All right, I guess there's a 2 over here, and I'm probably gonna be ending up using all these extraction points anyway, which there's a lot that we can use now, including 3 5s right over here. Or would it be better to, let's see, 5 times 4 is 20, and then 20 times 2 is 40, and then it just becomes 40 plus 2, and we can just connect it right to this belt. Beautiful. But since we need 450 of those, we should probably make more than just one line of this, starting with making another multiplier track so we can make a few of these. So we're putting down a lot more 20s down the track. And now that this is backed up, we can split this track to another multiplier. So now we have a more steady line of 40s being produced, and we can also bring that all right here to do this again. And now we're at the point where we're getting backed up with 40s on the track, which means that we can afford to put in another addition thing, which I think I need to rearrange this conveyor belt here because I'm not really helping the flow of 40s that are going over there, but we can split like this. And that should help. And naturally there's a lot of them, so we can actually do the split again. That should be pretty okay. I wish I could see it. Okay, I can see a number rate per second. So we're delivering half of these every second, roughly. Oh man, I can also see what high numbers are coming up here. This is getting ridiculous. Ooh, but we got an upgrade. Yes, extractor level 2. Very nice. And we are a third of the way to the amount of 14s that we need. And okay, the number here is 87. That's needed for the level 3 upgrade. But I'm not really worried about extractor speeds right now, to be honest. Okay, but let's try to double the amount of 42s that we're making by building another system down here. And there's not a 4 that's readily available next to this thing, so it will have to be different. So we do 5 times 2 to make 10, and then times 2 to make 20, times 2 to make 40, and then plus 2 to make 42. That's working beautifully. And it's to be a little weird, but the numbers are gonna come down here before going up to this one. That should work fine. Also, just look at how much our system has expanded. We are reaching pretty far out here. Also, what did I have going on down here? Okay, just a lot of 16s, which I might not worry about for a little bit. Ooh, actually, I just figured out a good way to get to 85. So we need this 5 spot down here, and then it should be next to a 3, sort of. Actually, we could just use this one. So we take these two, and then first we do 5 times 5 to make 25, and then 25 times 3 to make 75, and then 75 plus 10. So actually, not this multiplier. This one. Yeah, 75 plus 10 to make 85, which we do still need a lot of those. I might just let that cook. Thankfully, though, we're almost to the multiplier level up. So now this one can do operations faster, which honestly, with these two going on, I might focus more on these ones down here. Or I guess the belt speed is also good to get, and we just need 100 more 42s to get to level 10, where we can start to extract 6. Bigger numbers make this a whole lot easier, and I think I can set up another 85 system that's a little different over here. So we make 20 here, and then we do 20 times 4, and then I think we just steal from up there to make 5, to add 5 that is, and then that's a little more 85s going up. Excellent. Oh, we got it. We reached level 10. Belt priorities, interesting. So that needs 57. Thankfully, we do have a belt over here that's already making 25. So let's split some of this probably, or duplicate it. We could probably duplicate it. So we get 25 there times 2, and then 57. I mean, that's just 5 plus 2. So let's help out this belt over here. And I think we can get up to this line here. Okay, 42, I don't think we need anymore. So what was creating that? It's this line here. I can rearrange this to make more 80 plus numbers. So we get 42 times 2, which makes 84, and then that would just be plus 1. So we'll keep this one separate for now, and then bring you over to the adder here. Oops, not that way. And then down to the line. There, so that's another 85. So we are delivering one of those every second. Beautiful. And man, our 57 production is still struggling. We're not even halfway to the objective here, and 6 times 9 is 54. So that's something that we can do, because there is still a lot of 9s coming through here. So we do some very nice multiplication here, and it's 54 plus 3 is what we need. So we'll just steal from this belt. And woo, hey, we got an upgrade. So the adder level gets another increase. Very good. Oh, and this only needs 44. Interesting. I thought it was gonna be another 80 plus number, but look at that, there's more 57s going down the track. Can we duplicate this arrangement? I think we can. Up here, and then we divide like this and that. Not actual division, but you know. And then what do we need here? The 3s. So let's just go over here. So now there's another 57 being produced. But now we are producing a few of all the upgrade numbers that we need, except this 87. Where'd that go? Was I ever producing that? I'm not sure, but this highway here is now being very congested. And I absolutely forgot what was going on down here. It's still producing 11s. But to be fair, we are getting pretty close to that next belt upgrade. But man, the 15s are really slacking right now. And so are the 89s, but I'm not worried about that anymore. We just have a couple major highways right now. Just a few more 57s. And we have it, yes! Oh, so we can set priorities for belt intersections by clicking. Oh, so we can tell the numbers which one we prefer them to go down. Neat. And then 98 is next. So that's just 9 times 10 plus 8. I think that's the simplest way we can do that. And there's a lot of 3s up here, so I could probably siphon this to come down here, and then this down here, and then 9 times 10. To make 90, and then plus 8. There are some 6s up here that I'm not needing anymore, and the 2 over here is really congested, so we cross like that, and then add those 2 together, and then we add the 98, and then we add the 8 to the 90. And I have no idea what this belt is doing anymore, so we're removing it. There, now we're producing even more 98s. Completely infringing on this one extractor's real estate, but we're also doing that up here, so I don't really care anymore. But while we're looking at this, the 98 production is still really low. I can't do the mental math for this, so I'm just gonna see what happens if we multiply the 6 a bunch of times? So we get 36, and then times 6 makes 216. That's way too high. But 36 times 4, what does that do? A lot of you math nerds are gonna be like, what, you can't do this mental math? It's like, no, I cannot. That's 144. So never mind that. Yeah, I feel like this 90 plus 8 system is the simplest I can get for that. But we do have a lot of the 10s backed up, so we can actually use this. By first, we get these 3s down here, like so, and then 9, and then we'll split this here. Oh, we got an upgrade. We can upgrade the belts now, yes, to 4 per second. That is quite a bit faster. Okay, and then the 8s are gonna come down here for this. There, so now we just doubled the amount of 98s that we were getting. Well, I don't know about doubled, but it's higher. Yeah, to 1 per second. There we go. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. I see so many numbers on the screen and the brain gets dizzy. But now the collection is shooting way up at a much faster pace. We're actually delivering over 1 per second now. Excellent. And there we have all the 98s that we need. So now we can extract from level 7. Which is all the way down here, wow. Is there a closer one? It doesn't seem like it, they're pretty far away. But what number do we need? 157. Well, we do have 57s being made, so we just need to make 100. So we just steal some of the 50s here, multiply that by 2s that we're stealing here, and then 100 gets added to 57 here. We're making 3-digit numbers now, on purpose this time. So now we can get those delivered until we get to the 800 that we need. That is a lot. So I think what we have here is pretty good right now. This game gets some crazy big equations going on here, but I think we're good. If I can even find where a thing is manually, I might have passed it, but either way, we have a really good factory setup here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on Beltmatic. If you did, then be sure to let me know, and thank you very much for watching. Sub to Intern. And I would like to thank the channel members, including Bread, Corby Farm, Dakota, Donamoto, Devion X, Lucas, Matthew, Hateful Harold, Peggy Sue, Drupalong, Angel, Lily Bites, The Miner Within, DeGarity, Sands, The V, Isaac, Miguel, and Killer Squad.